Hi everyone, and welcome to Flicks and Chill 1616. I'm Michelle, and I love chatting about all kinds of movies and shows. From cozy favorites to binge-worthy picks, each week we dive into a new title, share my thoughts, and have a little fun along the way. Today we're back with another edition of What's Coming Up, where we dive into Hallmark's Christmas in July 2026 lineup. I'll be going through the upcoming holiday movies and giving you a quick look at each one so you know what's premiering in July. So grab a drink, get comfy, and let's jump right in. Before we jump into the movies, just a quick note. This is the U.S. Hallmark schedule for July 2026. Since I'm in Canada and watch Hallmark through the W Network, we don't always know right away which movies will be included in the Canadian lineup or when they'll air here. Overall, my first impressions of Hallmark's Christmas in July 2026 lineup are that it fully leans into classic Christmas storytelling. Even though it's airing in the middle of summer, these feel very much like traditional holiday films with cozy small-town settings, festive traditions, and romances at the center of each story. There's a nice variety this month, from cabin and lodge settings to community-driven events and second-chance romances, all wrapped in that familiar Christmas atmosphere. It really feels like Hallmark is leaning into comfort, nostalgia, and the classic holiday magic people expect from their Christmas lineup. So with that said, let's start taking a closer look at each of the movies in the July lineup, beginning with the first premiere this month. On Saturday the 4th, we have Christmas Under Construction. While renovating a cozy New Hampshire cabin for Christmas, Chelsea, star of the hit reality show Renovation Romance, unexpectedly forms a connection with Cooper, the cabin's owner. This movie stars Jessica Lowndes and Daniel Lissing. This marks Jessica's 10th Hallmark movie and Daniel's 5th movie for the network. Daniel has also appeared in one Hallmark series. The movie was filmed on location in the Ottawa Valley. Right away, this one feels like a classic Hallmark Christmas movie with a fun twist. The idea of a reality TV renovation star taking on a Christmas cabin project already gives the story something a little different from the usual holiday romance. I'm also curious to see how Chelsea and Cooper's relationship develops, especially since they're coming together through a renovation project. It makes me wonder whether the reality show aspect will create extra challenges along the way, or if it will end up bringing them closer together. I'm also interested to see how much of the actual renovation projects we get to watch. Since Chelsea stars on a home renovation show, I'm hoping we get to see some of the cabin transformation unfold, almost like a mini HGTV style project mixed with a Christmas romance. Either way, a cozy New Hampshire cabin at Christmas sounds like the perfect setting for a holiday movie. Next in the lineup on Saturday the 11th, we have Oh Little Christmas Market. An artist works to protect her town's beloved Christmas market from being taken over by a developer, but an unexpected romance with the architect connected to the project may lead to a Christmas miracle. This movie stars Catherine Burrell and Stephen Hooser. This marks Catherine's 8th Hallmark movie, and she's also appeared in 2 Hallmark series, and Stephen's 21st Hallmark movie for the network. He has also appeared in 1 Hallmark series. The movie was filmed on location in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Right away, it has all of the ingredients for a classic Hallmark Christmas story. I'm interested in the Christmas market because those kind of festive community events always make for a great holiday setting. The central conflict also feels a little different, with the romance developing between 2 people who are technically on opposing sides of the issue. It makes me wonder how the architect really feels about the project and whether spending time with the artist will change his perspective. I'm also curious to see how important the Christmas market is to the town and what makes it worth fighting for. If the movie can make us care about saving the market as much as the characters do, This could end up being a really heartwarming Christmas story. Saturday the 18th, we have Snowbound for the Holidays. Hotel manager Cassidy Evergreen is sent to evacuate a cozy ski lodge, but the magic of Christmas and the lodge's charming owner, Trey Sanderson, turns her routine assignment into a heartfelt decision between her duty and love. This movie stars Vanessa Lenges and Corey Seaver. This marks Vanessa's third Hallmark movie and Corey's 15th movie for the network. Corey has also appeared in one Hallmark series. The movie was filmed on location in Barrie, Ontario. Right away, it immediately feels like one of those cozy Christmas movies that practically lives in a snowy setting. A ski lodge is such a perfect backdrop for a holiday romance, and I can already picture all the festive decorations, winter activities, and small-town charm that usually comes with that kind of location. I'm also curious about Cassidy's assignment because it sounds like she's supposed to approach the lodge from a business perspective, but Christmas and Trey may end up changing the way she sees things. It makes me wonder what exactly she's evaluating and whether her final decision could impact the future of the lodge. This feels like it could be one of those more traditional Christmas romances of the lineup, which isn't a bad thing at all when the setting sounds this cozy. Saturday the 25th, we have Love Under the Mistletoe. Grace and her former high school crush Ryan team up to bring back a beloved charity fundraiser, only to keep finding themselves caught beneath strategically placed mistletoe along the way. This movie stars Jen Lilly and Nick Bateman. This marks Jen's 15th Hallmark movie and Nick's second. The last time we saw Nick on Hallmark was back in 2019 when he starred in his first Hallmark movie, A Brush with Love. This movie was filmed on location in British Columbia, Canada. Right away, it leans into one of Hallmark's most classic Christmas romance tropes, and sometimes those end up being the most fun. I'm curious about the story between Grace and Ryan since they were high school crushes. It makes me wonder if the feelings were mutual back then or if one of them never realized how the other felt. The charity fundraiser also sounds like a nice way to bring the community together while giving the two of them plenty of reasons to spend time together. And of course, the strategically placed mistletoe feels like it's going to lead to some fun and possibly awkward moments along the way. This one sounds like it could be a sweet second chance romance wrapped up in a lot of Christmas charm. July 1st, Hallmark Plus has brought back Christmas at Sea for a second season. The show stars include Tyler Haynes, Jonathan Bennett, Nikki DeLoach, Paul Campbell, Ashley Williams, Andrew Walker, Taylor Cole, and many more. The show was filmed on a Hallmark Christmas-themed cruise, which was headed for Mexico. What is especially interesting is that the show follows selected cruise guests through each episode, meaning we'll be seeing their experience play out alongside all the Christmas-themed events on board. I'm curious to see how the structure works this season and whether it leans more into the personal stories of those guests or the overall cruise experience. Either way, it feels like a fun change of pace from the usual Hallmark Christmas movies, and definitely one of the more different entries in the lineup, and I'm glad they brought it back for a second season. That's it for today's episode of Flicks and Chill 1616. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to follow and leave a rating. It really helps the podcast grow and reach more fellow movie and TV fans. If you're wanting more behind-the-scenes content from your favorite movies and shows, or to stay up to date on what's airing, be sure to check out my Instagram page. It's the same name, Flicks and Chill 1616. I'd love to hear your thoughts on today's episode, so feel free to reach out and let me know what you'd like me to cover next. Thanks so much for listening, and I'll see you next time.